This is a live Channels Television event.
They actually accepted and they are working towards it. But since they are there, they are here themselves, I would rather they speak to the issue. So what is basically the subject of discussion here today is that need for synergy, economy of scale, and coordination of development activities within the 7 northwestern states. And the governors are here themselves, and they luckily don't need any introduction. I will not spend precious time doing that. They are all very well known, and I would rather call on them in the order they are sitting so that we don't have to run, so that they can speak to those issues, how far they have gone, what are their insights into the issue of economic integration. I take it that they can speak for a minimum of 5 minutes, maximum of 7, so that we can all, stay within the, I think, 40 minutes that has been allotted. And if time allows, we may have 1 or 2 or 3 questions. I'm sure Your Excellencies will be quite happy to receive any questions or any comments, from the floor. So can I quickly request His Excellency, the Governor of Kano State, to begin, with the issue, to start speaking to this particular issue of integration. And each one would have something to say. So, Your Excellency.
Thank you. Thank you very much, Dr. Bagaji. First of all, I will not be tired of thanking and congratulating the Governor of Kaduna State for creating this environment for us to come together, especially on this particular topic, to discuss the integration of the Northwest geopolitical zone. First of all, this is the first time in the life of democracy from 1999 to date where the 7 governors decided to come together and form a forum, and even went to the extent of employing a consultant who is giving us the green light on various issues of socio-economic development. But first of all, let me start with highlighting the position of Northwest in Nigeria. We are the most populous geopolitical zone, having 25% of the population of Nigeria. And also, with regards to landmass, we have 23% of the total landmass in Nigeria. What we require now is the political will to come together and be fully integrated. Socio-economic integration beyond the paper integration, integration that will actually develop some structures, both in terms of institution and in terms of, programs that will improve the quality of life of our people. First of all, it will be very, very important for us to have an integration commission which will look into the development, capacity development of our institutions. Because whatever we want to do, if our institutions are not developed, then whatever we do may not be actualized. And also it is very, very important to have data so that we know our points of strength. We know the comparative advantages we have. So I think if we can have a data bank, it will assist us, it will quicken the process of the integration. Another important issue is that these 7 states, we should try to see what are the economic advantages that we can lay our hands on so as to move this region forward. And what are the social problems that we are having? In Kano, we undertook a survey and found out that we have more than 3 million Almajiris, and Almajiris syndrome is a serious problem in the Northwest geopolitical zone. So what we have discovered from our survey, many of these Almajiris, some are from Niger, some from Chad, some from northern Cameroon, and some from other states of the Northwest. So if we can come together and have a common synergy to introduce, to make a common legislation preventing the movement of school-age children from one place to another, I think the states will find it very, very easy in order to take care of this Al-Majri syndrome. Another issue is that we are conducting individually our educational programs. But if we come together to see how can we build a synergy where we don't have to be having the same programs, the same university curriculum, let us have some specialized areas whereby we can build one particular institution so that all our energy and our resources will be there for the development of our region. I think I will. So here.
Thank you very much, Your Excellency. I think this is very important. You know, the potentials of the Northwest are very obvious. One of the things that he has not mentioned, because there wasn't enough time, is the fact that the Northwest has the largest water density, or the highest water density in the whole of West Africa. The amount of water resources is such that they can feed the whole of West Africa. And this is something that needs to be tapped, and we will hear more along these lines. Can I now request His Excellency, the Governor of Zamfara State, to kindly take his next few minutes to give us his own insight on this very important issue. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Honorable Dr. Bugaji. My colleagues, let me start by thanking the Governor of Kaduna State for creating this forum to discuss about Northwest integration, which is a very, very important and key. Let me start with political development. When we came in 2015, and we realized that we have over hand an advantage ever had in the history of politics since 1999 to date, where the 7 Northwestern states are from one party, that the party of president, and we have an advantage of having president in this geopolitical zone. So we came collectively through the consultant that we should look at what is going on right from the political development and the economic development as well. Look at how we are going to work together as a zone, and how do you support the intention of the federal government on diversifying the economy. We have advantage than any other zone in the country when it comes to the issue of agriculture. We have the land, we have the people, we are the most populous zone in the nation. So we have to take advantage of that and see what we can do and where we have the comparative advantage from each and every state. We have been meeting, I think, since before our inauguration. We met in Hilton Transcorp. Then the governor-elect, Mar Nasur and others, we met and put a strategy how we are going to work with the consultants. And when we inaugurated immediately, the first meeting was called in Katsina State, and we have gone very far how we are going to stabilize the Northwest to get the advantage of what we are producing and to put it into the value chain. And as I just finished asking the Dr. Bugaji, that all books are in place. They are only waiting for the governors to find the date so that we can sit down and check the report so that we can swing into action. And this, I think, is one of the key important of this integration. When you talk about education, in the north is backward, and we have from one state to another comparative advantage. And in any way, the poverty line that we are suffering, I have seen some indices that raise that North is far behind with the average of about 60%, 65% living in the poverty. And as long as we could not fix our education in place, getting those children out of school, come back to school, and put the necessary infrastructure and as well as the quality teaching material will still be behind. And this is one of the key importance where this interrogation must come together and get it a reality. Some other states have gone far. They have a commission, according to the governor of Kano State, Commission of Integration. Some they have ministries which they are working together to ensure that they have a uniform and unique activities. I have a colleague that I talked to him on so many things on part of the country. He told me that I saw you doing one. I say yes, I'm doing it for the purpose of our integration of our zone. So therefore, if some other zones are doing same, Northwest has more effective machineries to come together so that we can be able to promote this zone in agriculture and education and social well-being of our people. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Your Excellency. I think the issue of education cannot be overemphasized. It's very key to whatever development we are working on, and I think we are going to hear more of that when we request His Excellency the Governor of Kaduna State to speak to the issues. Thank you.
Your Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen, I welcome you again